The French Revolution of 1789 marked a turning point in European history. It wasn't just a political upheaval, it was the birth of a powerful new force, nationalism. Before the revolution, loyalty was primarily to monarchs or local lords. The French Revolution changed this. It declared the French people were a sovereign nation. They had the right to govern themselves. The revolution emphasized the idea of popular sovereignty. This meant power resided in the people, not the king. The revolutionaries fought for liberty, equality, and fraternity. These ideals resonated deeply with people across France. They were tired of the old order. They yearned for a new society based on these principles. The revolution's impact extended far beyond France's borders. It inspired movements for change across Europe. People in other countries began to question their own rulers and demand more rights. The French Revolution had unleashed the potent force of nationalism. It would reshape the map of Europe in the 19th century. This new sense of national identity wasn't without its challenges. France was a diverse country. It had different languages, customs, and regional identities. The revolutionaries faced the task of uniting these disparate groups under one national banner. This was a complex and ongoing process. It would continue long after the revolution itself had ended. The French revolutionaries understood the importance of symbols and rituals in creating a national identity. They replaced the royalist white flag with the tricolour flag. This new flag symbolized the unity of the French people. They introduced new terms like la patrie, the fatherland, and le citoyen, the citizen. These terms emphasized shared belonging and civic duty. The revolutionaries implemented a series of reforms to centralize power and create a more unified nation. They abolished feudalism. This ancient system had granted privileges to the nobility and clergy at the expense of the peasantry. The Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen proclaimed the equality of all citizens before the law. This was a radical departure from the old order. Education played a crucial role in instilling national values. The revolutionaries established a system of public schools. These schools aimed to provide citizens with a common language and a shared understanding of French history and culture. They believed that an educated citizenry was essential for a strong and prosperous nation. These measures, while significant, did not erase regional differences overnight. France remained a diverse nation. However, the revolution laid the groundwork for a stronger sense of national identity. It would continue to evolve in the decades to come. Napoleon Bonaparte, a brilliant military strategist, rose to power in the aftermath of the French Revolution. He consolidated many of the revolution's gains and spread its ideals across Europe through his conquests. While Napoleon ruled as an emperor, he presented himself as a son of the revolution. He upheld principles of equality and meritocracy. Napoleon's most enduring legacy was the Napoleonic Code. This comprehensive legal code enshrined the principles of equality before the law, religious tolerance, and the abolition of feudal privileges. The Napoleonic Code was implemented in all the territories under French control. It had a profound impact on legal systems across Europe. Napoleon's conquests, while motivated by ambition, also had the unintended consequence of spreading nationalist ideas. By challenging the established order and promoting French ideals, Napoleon inadvertently fueled nationalist sentiments in the lands he conquered. People began to resist French rule and develop their own aspirations for national unity and independence. Napoleon's empire eventually crumbled, but his ideas continued to resonate. The French Revolution and Napoleon's reign had irrevocably changed Europe. They unleashed the forces of nationalism that would shape the continent's destiny in the 19th century. In the aftermath of the Napoleonic Wars, a new form of nationalism emerged: liberal nationalism. Liberal nationalists believed in the power of unity and progress. They argued that nations could achieve greatness through cooperation and shared goals. They supported constitutions, representative governments, and individual rights. Liberal nationalism found fertile ground in the growing middle class. This class, fueled by the Industrial Revolution, sought greater political participation and economic freedom. They saw national unity as essential for economic growth and social progress. One example of liberal nationalism in action was the Zollverein. This customs union, established in 1834, abolished tariffs between German states. It facilitated trade and economic cooperation. The Zollverein was a crucial step towards German unification. It demonstrated the practical benefits of national unity. Liberal nationalism was a powerful force for change in the 19th century. It promoted unity, progress, and the rights of citizens. It inspired movements for national unification, such as the unification of Italy and Germany. While nationalism would later take on more aggressive forms, its early expressions were often associated with ideals of liberty, equality, and progress.